Hey guys, what's up? It's BFD and welcome to the Ace Podcast. I'm here with Ness and Yelich and we're going to talk about some stupid Japan shit. I don't know, we haven't done one of these in a while. Yeah, Ness is here for once. It's weird. I'm actually not seeing this picking up on fucking YouTube. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Let me go into the control room, make sure I'm watching this.
That might
All
be
right,
the best
guys.
part of.
Put this in
That-
announcements, Yelich, you dumb fuck. No, fuck
Nah,
you.
I
Put
love,
it in
I love how our
announcements, you
podcast just
stupid
breaks down
bitch.
instantly.
Are
He's so nice before we start recording.
you
He's so
crying?
chill. He's so chill before we start recording. He's like, you fucking idiot.
God damn it. Oh. That's how you doing, buddy? It's been a while since you've been on one of these.
I know. I actually have time. I worked early this morning, and I was able to get off early. So I was
Nice.
like, hey, fuck it, because I did a bunch of prep work for this. So I was like, we're fucking doing this before the show, before it's very fun
I
facts.
don't want to look at my DMs with Ness because there is just.
No, Yelich and I have actually normal DMs.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to know, and I don't want to talk about it, so that's fine. Today
Fill
we're
me up,
talking
daddy.
about New Japan Pro Wrestling. So let's discuss some things. It's been a while since we podcasted. Last time we podcasted, we were in the semifinal.
Well, it looks like we're going old school, boys.
Yelich, I mean, we can't stream it without Yelich. Yelich, what's happening?
Oh, shit.
And now you're really quiet. I gotta turn you up. I don't. Yelich, what's going on?
Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible.
Guys, we're
Yelich?
doing great, guys. Everything's fine.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Everything is
What?
fine. Everything is fine. Okay.
Just cut out.
Bulletproof is fine.
Technical difficulties.
Fine.
Bulletproof is fine.
Bulletproof
FDS.
is fine. I think I'm good now, though.
Okay, now you're better. Now you're better.
See?
I'm here.
We're fine. We're
Okay.
fine.
Are we still recording?
Sorry. What was I
Yes,
saying?
we're
Yeah,
recording.
we're still live. Yeah, it just
All
cut.
I want to say is, Cultaholic would never do this.
No,
They would never.
Yeah, Cultaholic would never come up with heavyweight bougie.
Anyway,
They wouldn't.
there's a GIF of Adam Pacitti just miming sucking dick. I don't know.
I think that's a perfect encapsulation of what this podcast is.
Anyway,
Sucking dick, I agree. We suck dick. That's the title. That's the title of this fucking show. We suck dick.
I want to get sponsorships, and you're just fucking like
Okay.
Can I talk?
Yes.
Why nobody watches this?
Let's talk about New Japan, guys.
I'm just trying to say, okay, Master Wano has debuted. That is the greatest thing ever. Cool. What do we think of Master Wano, boys? Fucking.
He's a fucking weirdo.
I love it. I've never loved any.
My boy Hirai Kawano, who I have watched grow from a young lion, and he's now this.
I think he's still a young lion. This doesn't look like a nice.
He does not look like a transformation. He's just like I don't know what he's.
He's just different now.
Yeah, he's just got blue hair now. He's so awkward.
He's a Karen.
It's like when fucking Jay White came back, like, oh, I have green hair.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Look at my green, and I love knives.
I mean, at least Jay White got to keep his name and didn't have to become Master Wada.
You are becoming Master Wada.
Oh,
I want to know what
I think that's only because Master White wouldn't be a good name.
Oh god.
No, not at all. I see Southern.
Oh, does he have to put on a fucking accent?
Well,
a Southern Japanese accent.
From fucking. He has to pretend he's from Fukuoka or some shit.
Anyway, he had a match against Doki and he won his return match against Doki, so that was Doki. By the way, having some really good.
Yeah,
matches.
cool.
Guys,
Doki's
Doki's
we'll talk about Dick
actually
Togo real
good.
quick.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the spoiler.
The spoiler.
By the way, Evil's now in Bullet Club.
He is in Bullet
That
Club. He
happened.
turned within the time
he's
of the
being
last
mastered.
tested now. Evil has won the New Japan Cup, turned on LIJ, joined Bullet Club, won the belts, and then lost the belts.
And he's being managed. He's being managed by 1/3 of the Japanese leg of the BWO.
Togo.
Dick Togo wrestled on the very first ECW pay-per-view. I want everybody to know this.
Bro.
And now he's managing the greatest IWGP heavyweight champion of all time. I said what I said.
He's not Salman Hashminikov. Yeah. It was an interesting reign to say the least for Evil. I mean, he had the really good Hiromu match and then lost the belt to Naito. So
it was certainly a reign.
It was there. He got the whole, first reigns transition.
I'm not gonna lie. It did happen.
Yeah.
What
the
fuck are they doing with Intercontinental?
I think Naito's gonna split it because Power Struggle's the only show between now and WK, so I think he's gonna defend IC at Power Struggle.
Are they not having King of Pro Wrestling?
No, because G1 goes into when King of Pro Wrestling would be, so there's no time to build it. So they're just doing Power Struggle.
Let me explain
true. Myself. It is September.
Let me explain myself with this. The reason why I don't think Naito will be defending IC is because if you beat Naito, why would you want an IC shot?
I mean, the thing is,
I think he would probably do it.
My G1 predictions later on. He has Kenta on the final day of G1. Kenta has actually said he is more interested in the Intercontinental title than he is in the heavyweight title, so I would not be surprised.
Probably isn't going for IC. He'd probably be going for US.
Is Power Struggle 2 days?
No, I think it's just one.
Oh, fuck. Because I was thinking maybe he could do
one day he does IC, one day.
One day, one night he does he does IC.
They could scrap Tag League and do another show in December.
I would personally really enjoy that, not gonna lie.
That's possible.
Dude, what the fuck? Tag League doesn't look like it should exist this year with how thin their talent pool is.
Honestly.
You could have ended that sentence at Tag League looks like it shouldn't exist.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, last year wasn't too bad. Last year wasn't too bad when Finjuice won.
Yeah, but it's essentially diet G1. It's like the G1 is it's winter now.
No, that's best of Super Juniors. This is when they when Coke decides to come out with a really weird flavor like cherry Coke.
No. It's Coca-Cola.
Hold up, cherry Coke is delicious.
Cherry Coke is disgusting.
No, it's not cherry Coke. Okay, here's guys. I have
you and your mother. How about that?
This is what it is. World Tag Coca-Cola Vanilla.
I like Coke. I like vanilla.
You are It's so fucking
vanilla
gross.
Coke is good.
I cannot.
It's just Coke with a little bit of vanilla.
I hate it. It tastes so fucking bad.
I'm not gonna lie. It does taste like medicine.
So does cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper.
Cherry Coke. Well.
Just drink normal ass Coke.
I just drink Sprite mostly, so I don't drink Coke.
Yeah.
I like Sprite.
Whatever.
This is a wrestling podcast.
This is a wrestling podcast.
Ace Entertainment. We talk about Coke.
Wait, no. It's sorry, I got it. World Tag League is Coca-Cola Orange Vanilla.
Yes, it is that.
Okay, I like that. Actually, I like that one.
I hate that.
There we go.
I drink vanilla. Hold up though. I'm gonna make it way grosser. I only drink the zero Coke vanilla. Coke orange vanilla.
Ew.
Kick this.
Why?
Basically.
Call.
I would say it was one of the Fanta flavors, but I don't really think there's a bad flavor of Fanta because I think it's just Fanta's good.
It's just LaCroix. World Tag League is just LaCroix.
It's just LaCroix.
Okay. I agree with you, but I agree with you less by the second. I love LaCroix.
I live in Australia.
We're done with this fucking conversation. We're done.
Dude, I purchased kombucha earlier. You think I have standards?
We're done with this conversation.
It's not terrible, but yeah.
I haven't tried it.
It's healthy.
Yeah. Have you seen what it's made of?
World Tag League is the mint hot chocolate of fucking tournaments.
Okay.
Had mint hot chocolate before. It's weird.
I think if they're gonna do a tag tournament, they'll do a bracket, or a brief,
World Tag League is Tag League is the Lunchables pizza of
God damn.
of
We're done.
tournaments.
Honestly, though, they should just do a
Lunchables
normal
pizza.
tournament, though. Like, every
They
year,
could-
wouldn't that be so much better?
What, just a bracket?
Yeah, just a bracket.
That would be nicer. It'd be easier to follow, and I wouldn't have to keep
And
track of.
it wouldn't be like
That's
like
stupid.
fucking 15 shows to like divulge into. We can just watch like
15
3
shows
shows.
that nobody cares. It
And
was
also
well.
the
I remember one.
insanity that is the insanity of it is it's like 20 teams in one fucking block, so it's like ridiculous to try and figure out who's in fucking.
But half of them, you remember, like half of them are like WWE tag teams where it's like, hey, this is just two random dudes thrown together.
Like Kazuchika Okada and
I love the tag
YOSHI-HASHI.
team of Jeff Cobb and Mikey Nichols. They're the best. Fucking-
That would be great. Death
No.
Juice.
Dude, don't you
Death
like?
Juice.
Don't you like fucking Michael Elgin and Jeff Cobb? Don't you like?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm
That
I'm
on
sorry.
paper that would be good.
But like Hiroki Goto and Carl Fredericks.
I mean, well, that makes sense because they trained at the LA.
Does it?
Like together? That you can't like. I mean, there's
fine. Yuji
there's more
Nagata and
examples.
Manabu Nakanishi.
Again, you're going for the teams that make sense.
Fine.
You have
Hiroshi
Shingo Takagi
Tanahashi
versus-
and Toa Hanare.
There you go. There you go.
What's his name? What's his name?
Toa Harab. No, I don't know if we could say that. That seems
What
very
if we
racist.
just say that? It seems very.
I feel racist saying
Oh, what a simpler time 2 years ago were.
it really was, honestly. Shingo Takagi. Well, guys, Shingo Takagi and El Terrible are my favorite New Japan tag team.
What about fucking Juice Robinson and Sammy Callahan?
Don't you love Kenta and Yujiro Takahashi?
Yes.
Dude, Ayato Yoshida and Shoto.
Oh
Death
god,
Pimps.
that was a storyline they did.
But dude, I think it
about.
wasn't it like the first. I think it was the first one we covered where like the entire card would be 6-man tags and then tag team matches.
Yes, that
I
was.
was like,
17.
I could see why we gave up on that so quickly.
Yeah, it was not fun.
We
Anyway,
were like, fuck it, let's watch some Jimmy.
That matters. Let's.
We were
talk
like,
about
let's watch
actual
some
wrestling.
Jimmy Havoc.
Ooh.
We can't talk about that anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's talk about some fucking. Let's talk about. Yeah, well, you guys got anything else you want to talk about before we get into G1 or no?
I think we should talk G1.
Okay,
All right.
let me go get my
match on the card. Yoda Tsuji versus
No.
you, or who you got?
Okay,
hold
Yoda.
up. Let me go. Wait. Shut the fuck up. Let me go get my notes.
Your notes for Yoda Tsuji. And
Yoda
Yuko.
Tsuji is winning the G1.
Oh. We're talking about the card. I thought we were talking about like the blocks.
Well, we can do that instead if you want.
Who's
You wanna
winning
talk
the
about
Young
it?
Yes,
Lion
'cause
G1?
Dude, I wrote these down on physical paper.
Okay, let's go to the blocks then. I'll start with the A block.
Okay, so we have. I have it written down. We have
Alright,
we have the no,
see it.
I'll do it. We have
No,
the
no.
reigning G1 winner, Kota Ibushi, first in the A block, right?
Yep.
And he has an all-time. He has a block, purely block. Okay, simply just block, not like including finals or nothing. Block record of 26-20.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did that. I did that too. Jeff Cobb with big Matanza, all right, who has an oddly
He's only
common
been in G1.
record. He has
So-
he only been in one G1, and yet he has an oddly common record of 4-5, right? Like I like wrote down down each.
He's only
each
been
for-
in G1, so that's why he's got a
Mhm.
comment.
Last year, everyone and their mother went 4-5.
Everyone went
Yeah,
4 and
we'll
5.
see. Yeah. Oh yeah, like 3 more people in this block have gone 4-5. So
Yeah.
next we
IT, right?
have. Mhm.
Okada is-
We'll get there. We have Okada, who has an all-time record of 48-20-2.
I should specify this is Kazuchika Okada, not Kenny Okada from Noah. Just in case you were being
Kenny Okada, I love that.
in case you were being a dumbass and thinking this is somebody else. No, it's the fucking Okada that everybody else thinks of.
Rainmaker.
Wait,
Jingo
why?
Okada.
Question: why did you have to specify that?
Because there's always that one motherfucker who's like, oh, which Okada are they talking about? There's like 6.
There's like
There's
Only one person watches this show, and it's one of us, and we know which Okada we're talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
next
okay.
person.
All right, keep going.
The Stone Pitbull, the man with no neck, Tomohiro Ishii,
Yep,
who has an all-time record of 30 and 34. Okay.
that makes sense.
30.
30.
We have 30. We have Will Ospreay, who went 4-5 last year.
First G1. Yep.
We have Shingo Takagi, who also went 4-5 last year.
First G1.
We have Taichi, who also
you
went 4-5 last
Minoru
year.
Suzuki. What are you doing?
I had that like last on my list
You whore. All right.
because I was writing it down and I like realized I forgot. I was like, I'm just throwing at the end.
You just,
All right. Then we have the greatest wrestler of all time, Jay White, who is 12-6 all time.
I'm sorry.
Horse
The greatest
Solo.
wrestler of all time is already in that block, and it's Yujiro Takahashi.
Well, you'll get to him as well.
Speaking of which,
Actually, I'm
Yujiro
a liar.
Takahashi, who went.
Sorry, the best wrestler is in the
Who
other
went-
block. My bad.
It's YOSHI-HASHI.
Yujiro Takahashi, who has gone a combined 19 and 32.
And that many fucking G1s?
He's been 7. This is his 7th G1.
Let me see. I have it written down. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's been in 6.
Yeah, and this is number 7. I'm saying.
Yeah.
what he's about to do now is 7.
So
Good.
this is 7. And we have Murder Daddy himself, Minoru Suzuki. Has
Minoru.
gone
Minoru.
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 Minoru. Mineral
Minoru?
Suzuki.
Minoru.
Minerals.
Casual.
Minoru Suzuki.
Get tainted by
Casual. Okay,
God,
buddy.
imagine if we just
Okay.
start calling
Oh, yeah.
not we. If me and Ness started calling him minerals. After you
I
would get so pissed.
I would fucking hate you.
Okay, so we have vitamins and minerals Suzuki, who went an all-time record of 34, 29, and 3.
Yeah, he's got like the draws with Okada and shit. Eh?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of draws,
I thought we
So-
had 2 draws? I had more.
No, he's 3
he
draws.
has 3.
Oh, okay. I must have heard wrong.
So this man, Block B, was on off in Block B, right?
Broker. Yeah.
Hiroshi Tanahashi. Holy shit. This man has been in every G1 since 2002. This is why it took me 2 days to do this, because I dreaded doing Tanahashi. So this man has gone a combined 78, 46, and 8. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Juice Robinson, who has gone a combined 11 and 16.
Really? I thought Juice would have done worse, because he just seems to do shit in every G1.
He does. He only gets like
Well-
8 points at most. And he got 6 points. That
6
one
points,
G1.
usually.
No, he gets 8 to 6. It's like,
Hmm.
dude,
Okay.
give him more
Then
points.
we have the man that Gato really tried hard with. We have Hiroki Goto,
He did not
who
try
has gone.
Hiroki go.
He tried kind of hard. He tried hard.
Gave him a bunch of filler title shots so that he could lose.
Goto technically
Here you
was
go, buddy.
second in B block last year. That's a fun fact.
Goto
was.
must suffer.
He had like a
Who has
really
gone a combined.
got spoiled by Shingo in the last night. That was like the whole.
Honestly, Goto's record is oddly satisfying to me. He's gone 54 and 45. I like that. Where's just an inverted number?
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
So yeah,
Um,
usually when he
and-
wins that doesn't.
He usually like
So-
he's gotten to the finals a few times, and he's also won the G1 previously. So
He won in his first try, I believe.
yeah, he's one of the him and Omega. They made a big deal out of the fact that Omega also did that, and like Hiroki Goto and Kenny Omega, they both won.
So did Okada. Honestly, he did that too.
Okada did as well. Yeah.
So
Toriano,
next is Toru Yano, who has gone
you're right.
48, 61, and 3.
That's not good enough.
Really?
Toru Yano and Okada have the exact same wins.
Jeez.
Toriano should
Okay.
have more wins. I can't
Surprised
stand
Next
for
is
that.
the greatest.
To be honest, he like gets
The
like
next is
10
the
to 12 points usually.
okay. The next guy is the best wrestler since Misawa, YOSHI-HASHI,
Yeah.
who has gone 8 and 19.
Ah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, that
it's
makes
just
yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
No,
Next is
you're
Tetsuya
not going to be
Naito.
able to defeat the Headhunter.
IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion Tetsuya Naito. Because you
Yep.
gotta keep that
Who
in
has
mind.
gone a combined 52, 35, and 1. Okay.
52, 35, and 1. That's
Yeah.
more positive than I was expecting, to be
All
honest.
right.
Isn't that
Yeah.
I also
more
have
wins than Okada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because
He's been in more.
he's made it, like, he's won twice, and then he also made it to the finals once before as well.
And he's also been in more, I believe.
Yeah. He
Oh,
would have
okay.
been.
Let me see.
He started
Let me
before.
see.
Yeah.
Let me see. I have it here somewhere. Tetsuya Naito, he's been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait,
10.
1, 2, 1. Yeah, 10. He's been in 10. He's been in every one since 2010.
Damn.
This would be his 11th, and Okada's only been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right.
so next we have the Mohawk himself, Sonata, who does not have a Mohawk anymore. I'm sad.
No, he's just a pure blonde man with the
God, I miss
No
Mohawk so
thoughts.
fucking much.
no thoughts.
He's
As our
16,
Win will say.
16 and 20.
16 and 20.
That
That's
seems low.
No, he gets 8
Yeah.
points every
Well, I feel like
G1.
he'll do better this year because I bet you he's going to
Yeah,
finals.
I think he might get to the finals this year,
Yeah.
so we'll see. Or
Let
the
me see.
block
I know
finals.
I didn't write. Yeah, I did. He has had 4 and 5 each of the years he has gone. He has had the G1.
Yeah.
Been in the G1.
That's what I was saying, because it's
I
like,
told you it's a super common number.
yeah, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, he's had 4 and 5 every time. It's been weird.
Okay. The next is
Zack Sabre.
what would happen if a submission was a human?
Yep. Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr., who has gone 15 and 13.
Yeah, he's had a really he usually he is what people like to call tournament Zack Sabre Jr. because he always does well in G1s and actually last year he only got 8 points, which was his worst performance, but first G1
4 and 5.
second
I think
G1
they'll 4 and 5 this year because that's a pretty stacked block.
Yeah, and
I
he
think
also has
I think I
said in
looked at
backstage promos he does not give a fuck about the G1, which is kind
I
of
think
funny.
I think on Wikipedia it shows that like out of the 9 guys in the B block, like 6 of them went 4 and 5.
Yeah, a lot of them did go 4 and 5 last year.
Did
So
YOSHI-HASI?
next we have the guy who put Mizawa to sleep. We have Kenta.
That's what you're going with?
He
Okay.
did he put Mizawa to sleep. He did.
I
He let
know.
him go to sleep.
I'm aware of what
and
happened.
he still lost. Who has gone 4 and 5.
Yep, he's only had 1 G1 because
And next is the former IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion Evil, who is managed by Dick Togo, the guy who wrestled on the very first ECW show. Pass it on.
What's his
And
record?
he's
What's his
I don't
record,
know.
actually?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's Bushi he's being managed by.
no Dick Togo, Heavyweight Bushi,
Heavyweight.
who has gone.
This was the
He has
prophecy.
gone.
I like now. Remember when Dick Togo came out the first time,
Prophecy.
and we were all like, "Is that Bushi? It's Heavyweight Bushi."
Is that Bushi? Then it was like, is that Bushi? I'm like, wait, is that Dick Togo?
Is that Dick Togo?
Dick Togo is
I was
canon
less.
Heavyweight Bushi.
Dick
I
Togo.
was more surprised that it was Dick Togo than if it was Bushi.
Honestly, yeah. The fact that it was Dick Togo.
I was like, I had to like pause it for a second. I was like,
Dude,
Dick Togo?
someone kept sending like when Evil kept yelling Dick Togo, but it cut out
It just
before it
cut
said
out
Togo. So it was just like
Dick, Dick.
No,
And
pardon.
he has gone. And Evil has gone 19 and 17.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
he scores well
if you want,
usually.
I have the complete like
No.
some of the all time records.
we're good. I think we're
We're
good.
Kota Ibushi, shut up, has gone 26 and 20.
You said that.
You already said him.
Yeah, but this is his like all time record.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said the ultimate. He said.
didn't you say that?
No, this is including finals.
Oh, including finals. Okay.
Then that would be 27 and 20.
Well, then that just adds
no, it'd be-
to everybody.
Yeah, shit.
who won.
Never mind. He's gone 27 and 21, right?
Yeah, because he lost to
And,
Tanahashi.
finals of yeah.
Okada of House Kazuchika has gone 50, 20, and 2.
Okay.
Jay White has gone 12 and 7.
Okay.
Hiroshi Tanahashi, 81, 49, and 8.
That's a lot. That's a significant amount higher for the win column.
Busy.
Isn't it though? Isn't it? And Tetsuya Naito has gone 54, 36, and 1.
Okay.
Like,
Anyway,
Tanahashi has gone. He went to a whole nother number bracket.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Let's start predicting.
Okay. All right. First easy question right off the bat. Well, I say easy, but given the A block, it's not easy. Who do you guys have to win the A block?
Jay White.
I'll let you go.
Do you want to
Coda.
go next, or do you want me to go first?
I'm going with Coda.
I'm gonna go with Kazuchika, so we all differ.
What? We're all fucking wrong.
All
It's
gonna
Jeff
be
Cobb.
wrong. It's gonna be Jeff Cobb.
It's gonna be Ishii. They're gonna finally give us something nice and then take it away from us by having like.
And then he's gonna lose
He's gonna
violently
lose the final
to
to somebody.
YOSHI-HASHI in the finals.
Yeah, some shit like that. What is your justification for Jay Yelich? I understand it myself, but just content.
Hey, so sorry, excuse me. I see the quote unquote final for A block being Okada Osprey. I think White will lose to both Okada and Osprey in G1, and then we'll see. But he'll make it to like 12 points or some shit, and then Okada either 12 points or 14. Maybe his only two losses will be to Okada and Osprey, and it does kind of. I want to say it works out because who does Jay White face? Oh, he faced Suzuki on night 15. Never mind.
No, he faced on the final night, but yeah.
No, I mean night 15. I was trying to see who he faced the night
15,
before.
yeah.
And then right before that, he faces Yujiro, which will win. So I think they'll just have. What I just think is gonna happen is Okada Osprey draw on the final night, basically making them both lose. White steals it, and he sneaks in. And then I see it being White. I see White Sonata in the final.
Yeah, that's something I think a lot of people have like agreed upon as being kind of like the common thing. I have my reasons as to why I'm less interested in. I think that's less likely, but I'll explain that when I get to my Okada justification.
Because you hate Jay White more than you hate
honestly, let me explain. If it wasn't for COVID, I would say Jay is a lock to win G1.
All right, so here's So here's what. Okay, Ness, I want to hear why you think it's Coda, because I want Coda to win, but I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, neither. You gotta. What's up?
So I think, honestly, for me, Coda might be the safest answer for me personally.
I disagree.
I think I don't think he oh yeah I do. I think he's gonna win the G1. I just want to say that.
Hey,
I think he's gonna.
Here's why.
I think he's gonna go back to back G1
I
win.
would say that as well, if not for the fact that, given what the B block final is probably gonna be, and given the fact that Ibushi's last opponent on the final night of A block is Taichi.
Mm-hmm.
Taichi.
Yeah, if I would agree, if before the things were announced, my guess was Ibushi. Now that they're announced, he's facing Taichi on the A block final. I don't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. I mean, I guess the way you could do it is fucking okay. The way you could have an Ibushi win would be if you do this. If you have to be like the weirdest shit. You would have to have like you'd have to have Evil and Sonata go to a draw on the B block. Ibushi just win based off fucking points, and then Tanahashi gets the finals, and you do that rematch where Ibushi beats Tanahashi to surpass him finally.
Tanahashi isn't making the final.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's not. It's very unlikely. I don't see it being that because Ibushi has the least story out of the three potential winners for the A block, with the people who's going to win B block because of who's going to win B block, because, well, which I'll get to soon, because it's pretty obvious one of two people is winning B block, and yeah. And that brings me into my justification of why Okada is going to win. There is many things that they have done this year in New Japan, but one thing that they have made a precedent out of this year, and they have made it like a big deal, is Okada losing in the finals of tournaments. He loses
That's his.
at the last stretch this year. Ever since Tokyo Dome, he has lost at the last stretch. That has been the main driving force behind Okada this year. There is only one place he can win, and it's gonna be G1. He's gonna beat Ospreay in the block final, and he's gonna face Evil in a New Japan Cup final rematch, and he's gonna win the fucking G1, and we're all gonna be bored because this is the most boring outcome, but I'm pretty sure it's the safest. This is me as the guy who had said from last year's G1 finals, I had Jay picked to win this year's. I'm changing now because of the fact that Jay's final opponent is Tomohiro Ishii. If
Question.
it was anybody else.
Question. Who was
Yeah.
pinned in the Chaos match at the end of the tournament?
The 6-man tournament?
Yes.
Show.
Okay. Here's what I would. Okay. I was saying if it was Okada, then you could. I would understand your argument because you would be like, okay, he got pinned in the end.
Yeah, but you're pinned in
of the
Kapow as
Cup.
well. So
He got pinned in Kapow. He got pinned in 6-man tournament. Then yeah. But I guess 6-man tournament doesn't really count because it's not really like rigid.
It's different. Yeah.
And he still lost, so I guess it's fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
And like, I think without COVID, if Jay was on every New Japan tour since like from like fucking all the way back, it's from like past just after Tokyo Dome to now, yes, Jay is a lock to win G1. But unfortunately, due to the fact that he wasn't, and his last like major singles profile match was Flip Gordon, I don't really think that's really a good sign for him to win. I think he will be in the top 3, but I don't see him winning, personally.
I like to think Gato is like sitting with a pen in his hand. Like, do you fuckers think that a pandemic is gonna stop the Rainmaker?
The
Rainmaker.
Do you think he's gonna stop the Switchblade?
I'm saying he's gonna stop the Switchblade. I think Okada's winning. I don't think.
No, I was saying like you know a pandemic, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have him lose in a couple tournaments until the biggest one.
In before Will Ospreay wins.
There's one tournament. I promise you, he won't lose.
In before Will Ospreay wins.
G1 Climax to 30. It is also the 30th anniversary of the G1, so giving it to Okada would make sense.
Yeah.
And Okada, if he has gone to the finals, I don't think Okada's ever lost in the finals.
No, he hasn't. Every time he's made it to the finals, he's won.
Well, because every time he hasn't gone to the finals, he was the champion.
He's either been the champion,
except for Tanahashi Ibushi year.
Yeah, every year he's been the champion or the G1 winner. It's been except for that one year, and yeah. Yeah, basically, I don't see Okada.
Logic states that B Block, because it has the champion, won't have the winner. So
last year they had Ibushi win.
Yeah,
so
but that was like a
I definitely think it's unlikely.
I think it's more unlikely, especially seeing how A Block definitely seems like the stronger block.
It seems like the stronger block. I'll agree on that. I don't like people saying that B Block is less stacked because if you look at like the accomplishments of the people in B Block,
it's okay. Here's what I'm saying. It's not less
YOSHI-HASHI.
stacked. I'm just saying A Block just has a bunch of star power and a bunch of like really good.
A Block is a bunch of star power, but like yeah. I just don't like people saying that like if one's more stacked than the other because I think
like
they're even.
One has the one blot in A. Well, 2 blots because I hate Ospreay, but the one blot really in A Block is Yujiro, and you have YOSHI-HASHI and Yano in B Block, which we love Yano, but it's Yano.
I mean, Jeff Cobb is also in A Block, so
but Jeff Cobb is, while not in New Japan, he hasn't shown to be amazing. He is a high caliber athlete who we've had proven he can do a great match.
The thing is, this is New Japan, and we all know Jeff Cobb in New Japan does not work.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see how he does this tournament. I'm hoping they can turn it
Yeah.
around now that
And
he's
that's
fully
honestly
signed.
disappointing. I thought like a guy like Jeff Cobb would like shine in New Japan. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's
He's
fully signed
he's
with New Japan.
better when wrestling somebody who's smaller than him and can do like
Mm-hmm.
crazy bumps off of like his like throws and shit. Like that's where he shines best, when he's able to just like pick up like a midget, like I'm sorry, pick up a smaller wrestler like Bandito and just throw him around.
And then you have Tanahashi, who's like, can we not just hit finishers for 14 minutes?
Yeah. You guys cover for a second. I'll be back in a minute. Just gotta do something.
So what are you thinking for B block, Ness?
I think Sonata.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sonata too because I have White, but if Evil wins, it's
Mhm.
probably gonna be against Okada. I could see doing Evil Okada as like a rematch of like a parallel, because didn't they? No, they didn't do the same thing. Because it was Sonata Okada last year in New Japan Cup final, right?
Yeah, they were the New Japan final.
And then they did a different match. Okay, they did that again later
Mhm.
on in the year. I remember.
Honestly, like in actuality, I went with Ibushi for the A block because that's really the guy out of that group, really.
What
That
are we
if
talking about?
he went on to the finals, where I wouldn't be like, you know.
I agree because I personally want Ibushi to win. He's like the guy who I in my mind that who is kind of realistic, but also I like the most out of
Yeah.
the realistic
I
choices.
feel like
That's why I want Ibushi to win.
Ibushi's the most interesting option, I feel like. Out of
Oh
everyone.
fuck! Oh god, can it please be
Out of
Ibushi
like the three
Saber in
original.
the
Look,
final?
I love Okada, right? He's had the same match for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this man really
Same-
needs something else that isn't the main event.
And Jay is, I mean, I loved Jay's match in the G1 finals last year, but I think that's because it was an Ibushi match more than it was a Jay match. Like,
Mhm.
it's, and if he's gonna win, it's gonna be a Jay-led match, which is, I think, I think Ibushi is the most interesting outcome for a G1 finalist, given that it does leave B Block a little more mysterious. In that, I think if Okada wins, then Evil's winning B Block and they're doing the New Japan Cup final rematch. If Jay wins, Sonata's winning and they're gonna do that match. And it's
And
like,
honestly, I think it would make a lot. It would make sense since they're really before COVID, really before Wrestle Kingdom. They were kind of building Ibushi as like, oh yeah, this dude is like a serious heavyweight contender because they haven't ever really booked him like that. He's mostly been like
yeah,
he's mostly been booked like a junior heavyweight that just so happens to be heavyweight. You know what I mean?
yeah, it
I
took them a
think
while.
And
once they started doing golden lovers, I feel like they started taking it more seriously.
Yeah, once he signed the contract with New Japan and like started like committing himself to it, I think that was when they finally were like, okay, now we'll give you
uh,
the reins so you can.
okay, we'll push you.
Oh, we'll push you. I mean, even then, they were still pushing him. It was just not as much. Like,
So I think if they really want to make him like, I'm not saying they're gonna make him like the next ace, but if they want to make him like a true contender, where it's like, yeah, this dude is like legit, then if I would probably put him in the finals. I wouldn't like I think he's going to win. I kind of hope he wins again because that'd be cool. But
they haven't had a back-to-back winner in like 16 years, so it's possible.
yeah, and that would put a lot of shine. Like, because really, Kota Ibushi is a guy that he's dependable, right? He can do really anything, and he's a guy that nobody ever really gets tired of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
Like you never hear the fans like, oh, it's just another Ibushi match. It's like, oh fuck, it's an Ibushi
yeah.
match.
Here's the thing, because like Okada, wow, he's amazing wrestler. Okada feels like he always has the same match. It's always the same
yeah,
formula.
very
Ibushi,
linear.
in my opinion, Ibushi doesn't really have like
Well,
not
No,
it's
every
not. He
Ibushi
has
match is not the same match. Like it's
no.
like okay, you'll see
So,
the same spots and such, but it doesn't feel like the same match. I would say the same thing about like your
yeah,
Sabers, your Ishis, your Shingos. That's why we like them. That's also Suzuki.
Shingo, I would argue
and
Shingo. I think
I'd
he's
say,
got a
okay,
bit.
yeah, Shingo, okay, yeah, but also about
Yeah, I think he's
Suzuki,
got a bit more range than.
Ishii, Ibushi, fuck, who was the other person? Zach. That's why we like
Zach.
them so much, because they don't have the same match, and that's why we
Yeah.
really like. Also, I'd say, no, Taichi does have similar matches.
Taichi can. The great thing about Taichi is he's been able to change roles so much as being like
Yeah,
he went from
Taichi.
being, like, the comedy junior guy to being like the serious heavyweight, but he still implements elements of comedy sometimes into like, oh, a little backstage hijinks, and also like the match with Jay where it was just last year G1 where they just did the most bullshit chicanery match with everything just being
Fuck all that. That man sings his own theme song.
Wait a second.
no, but oh, dude,
Why?
like the
Why? Why didn't they do Taichi Ishii on the last night in White Ibushi?
what?
They could have
Oh,
easily done on the A block final Taichi Ishii again because those matches are great and White
yeah.
Ibushi.
I think the thing is this with this year is I think they realized that people are able to now kind of predict the finals a bit easier with block finals now.
But
So
now
I think they're
kind
trying
of
to make it more
telegraphed this because like right now looks like it's Okada Osprey. I mean,
it
what else
does,
is it gonna be?
does. Ishii J if Ishii finally gets a good G1
Are
win,
they really
probably
gonna
not.
push Ishii that much?
No, they're not. I want them to.
Because it's like, I can't remember where.
Never 6-man champion Tomohiro Ishii.
Fuck yeah. Do it.
I can't remember. It was like to prove like to add to what you said that people could, people can start predicting the G1 finals, right?
Yeah.
It would. I think it was like one of those how to get in. It was like right after Wrestle Kingdom 12, so that's when people really started flocking to New Japan, where it was like it was
Yeah.
one of those how to get into New Japan.
Mega Jericho match, yeah.
Oh God, and it was like one of those how to get into New Japan videos, and it was like
Yeah.
talking about the G1, and it was like if you want to know who's going to the finals, look at the main event of the last night. It was like that's usually
Yeah.
that's usually like either it affects a match earlier in the show, or the person who wins that match is going to the finals, and
Yeah.
it's worked essentially every time.
The thing is though they have lately made it so that they don't reveal the main event until like block standings are decided. So that is and they have tried to stack the later nights, like especially last year, they tried to make it like, oh well, we actually have all these different matches that are on this. Well, A block less so, B block more so had like a bunch of shit on it. There was like, oh, this, or this could be the final. Like they had Juice Moxley on the final night. They had Shingo Goto. They had Jay Naito. Like they had like a fuck ton of like matches where it was like this match could possibly decide the block, and it's like, okay, that's
Wait,
a little more.
let me take a look at last year's real quick.
That was for B block. For A block, it was just like, oh, Okada Bushi's gonna be the
A block
final.
no, that's B block. I'm sorry. A block, yeah, it was Ibushi Okada, pretty
Yeah, A block is
obviously.
a lot more clear. I think that's what the thing they have done a lot more though is lately it's been like one block is very clear and the other block is like, oh, there's like 4 or 5 people who could win.
Yeah,
And it's
usually the B block. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's
No, I
usually the B
mean,
block.
this year is gonna probably
let's
be
be
the A
honest.
block because
Last year it was probably one of two. It was just
it was
Juice
well, it was gonna
Mox
be Naito
or
or Jay, but Moxley,
Naito J and maybe Moxley Juice.
maybe Moxley. On the off chance they wanted to be psychopaths again, Goto. If
No,
they just wanted to
Goto
fuck-
shit. No, no.
Yeah, I know. If they wanted to fuck with Goto though,
For
and just
open,
give him
not
another
junior open
G1
weight,
title.
junior heavyweight champion
You're
Shingo in
gonna
the main event. No.
God.
Hey buddy, you're gonna wrestle again tomorrow, and we're gonna have you lose. Suck a
Yeah.
dick. Thank you
Yeah.
for your service. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, Goto.
You are this generation's Tenzan.
By the way, we haven't actually predicted the B block yet. We should probably do that.
Well, we did. I said Sonata, and he said Sonata.
I mean, it's okay. If the way I see it, if Jay's winning A block, Sonata's winning B block. If Okada's winning A block, Evil's winning B block. If Ibushi wins A block, I don't fucking know. Maybe Kenta somehow gets there, but
Yeah, I think
I
it's
feel like
Sonata.
it might be. It's probably Sonata. What do you think?
but do they want to do an Lij Wrestle Kingdom main event?
No, because I think the way I see it, that's why Sonata. If Okada wins A block, that's why Sonata will not win B block. because they are not going to have Sonata get to the finals to face Okada and have him lose. Sonata, the next time Sonata and Okada has to face off, it has to be in a big match situation, and Sonata has to win. So you can't really have Sonata. If Okada makes it to the finals, Sonata cannot win G1. He cannot make it to the finals because that invalidates the entire story that they have built up over the last year or so.
If Naito wins.
Well,
If Naito wins, what, G1? What, the B block?
B block or G1.
If Naito wins, he just picks his challenger, and then
that would be so. They go from like Naito never winning to he
they haven't
wins
done the heroic
everything.
match. That is there.
I'm just bringing it up as a possibility because I could.
Yeah.
It could happen.
It could, because he has Kent on the final night, and that's not like a
That's
impossible.
That's definitely not a pushover. And then you could do that, and then you could have Naito White in the final.
Yeah. And then do you have Naito win or do you have Naito lose?
I don't know. I think you could have White. You could have White win, and then you could have like.
I personally, I wouldn't have Naito in the final because
I wouldn't really.
I agree.
I think
I'm just bringing it up as a possibility. I don't think it'll happen.
the one thing
that would be.
Sorry, you go.
It would be like. So okay. First of all, it would if Naito was in the fucking the final, right?
Yeah.
It would really hurt the Wrestle Kingdom main event because like okay, well the IWGP winner just won or the IWGP holder just won, okay? Or if he loses in the finals, then the champion essentially you've already had the main event, but the champion lost. So it's like okay, so he's either gonna win next time or we already had this match
before the dome. That was kind of the problem with last year's WK with it being the 2-night thing and how that was one of the issues with it where it was like, oh, we saw Ibushi Okada already.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
so that means
it means Okada's gonna win this time, and then Okada's gonna face Naito. It was all kind of very obvious at that point.
It just really seems like
it's gonna be
White Naito at Wrestle Kingdom.
I think that's possible. That would make sense.
Because they've already done. Just think about it. All of Naito's defenses. I think he had another one, but when I just think about it, they had Naito face Kenta. Then he had another defense before COVID happened, right? He didn't?
Oh.
So okay, you had Naito Kenta, Naito Evil. And then the logical progression would be Naito White.
Yeah, it would be.
That's why I'm pretty sure it's White.
It's
I
White.
feel like they already like okay.
The story though of Okada coming up short, they have to stop that at some point. So
I feel like that might not be this year because okay, like the Tokyo Dome. I talked about this with you guys. The Tokyo Dome trilogy matches, I guess you can call it, is okay. It took Tanahashi 3 matches, or it took 2 losses, right, to beat Nakamura.
Yeah.
It took Okada 2 losses to beat Tanahashi.
Yeah.
We already had the 3 matches with Naito and Okada. So I feel like that it would really kind of diminish it. It was like, well, here it is again.
Yeah, it would, but
then again, they also did Omega Okada 4 times, so
they did, but that really kind of hurt that whole thing as well. There is the possibility the G1 winner has never lost the briefcase.
Yeah, they could lose the briefcase.
They could lose the briefcase.
Fuck. Okada could win it and then drop it to White.
That is a possibility, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe it could like kind of continue the story that like he lost.
Then they do White
in the home stretch.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Do they still do the? I can't remember. Didn't they change it to like only 1 defense? Because I remember it was 2 defenses at one point.
They don't have the schedule this year for 2 defenses, so it will definitely be just 1 defense this year.
So
here's 2 defenses last year as well though, because he defended against Kenta and Evil.
Here's a cursed possibility.
On a road. They could probably like do it on like a. Don't they have like a Road 2 show heading up to between now and?
They have Power Struggle, but I think they would just do it on Power Struggle. I feel like.
Are we 100% sure they're gonna do Sonata Evil Wrestle Kingdom?
I don't think they are now.
Okay,
I think now that's the B block
here's
final.
here's
That's
an idea. Here's an idea. Jay White beats Jay White. Okada wins G1. Jay White wins the briefcase. They do Okada Evil at Wrestle Kingdom,
yeah.
and then they do White versus Naito.
I think that would also. I know I already said this, but I feel like that would also continue the story of Okada losing it in the home stretch. Like he won the tournament, but now he has to defend the briefcase, and he lost.
But then at Wrestle Kingdom,
and
he can get his win back over Evil, and then they can start like the rehabilitation storyline, and then hopefully maybe he wins New Japan Cup.
Again, you want him to take the problem with that is he ties Goto's record, and that's
Who
the
gives
thing.
a shit? It's a Goto.
It's
Okada
the
takes
one thing
everything.
Goto has.
Okay, do you think
it's all
Geto
he
gives a
has.
fuck?
Yeah, like you awful man.
I'm
He's
not.
the
Hey,
one.
no. I'm not saying that's what I want to happen. I'm saying, do you think Geto gives a fuck?
Oh, probably not. He'll probably just do it.
Exactly.
Geto doesn't care about your happiness.
No,
Fuck
but then again, I think they don't. They gave Okada New Japan Cup like 2 years ago, like
Yeah,
in
2 years
2019.
ago.
Yeah, I don't
It'd be
think.
his third New Japan Cup final.
No, just
Bro.
at that
But
point, just
I could
like
also, if they can get MSG by then
oh
I
yeah,
could
right.
see it being, oh yeah, they're just saving Okada winning the belt again at MSG, and
Yeah, they'll
then
probably do that in August.
you do,
Yeah,
and that. But fuck, wouldn't that just be Okada White at MSG again?
Honestly, if he was going to win the New Japan Cup, then I wouldn't have him win the G1 because
Then
it'd be
he
like,
wouldn't win it.
okay.
He dropped the briefcase. So.
But he'd still be the winner. You know what I mean?
Well,
still
okay.
won
Well,
G1.
then when does Okada win the title?
He doesn't need to win a tournament. He just wins it at MSG
Okay,
in
that's fair.
August
Yeah,
next year,
that's fair.
which is the plan. So just have him win
Maybe
the.
Sonata would win it, and then they do Sonata White.
Yeah,
Then that would make
maybe.
sense.
Yeah. The thing is, they've put like the one thing I don't like about the MSG show, like Wrestle Dynasty, is that it is 2 months apart from Dominion. They are so close together. It is like ridiculous how close. Like
In New Japan time, that's like when WWE does a pay-per-view and then does a pay-per-view immediately after that.
It's
yeah,
like SummerSlam and Payback.
it
Oh
is.
yeah.
They're so close together. It's like it doesn't feel like there's enough time to breathe.
Pay-per-views.
So it feels like Dominion's gonna get overshadowed, and they're gonna like go
Especially
lesser.
when
forward.
in a normal world, Dominion's like you have Dominion's like, oh, you're not getting another show for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's like oh god. Yeah, yeah, it's not great.
But I think, yeah, now I do think Okada. Fuck, now, okay, now I'm gonna change the prediction. I do think Okada's winning. And I think White will win the briefcase off him.
mm,
I feel like that would make sense if they want to do
And
they
this,
want to do White Naito.
I feel like if you do White Naito, then that would go to the trilogy rule that Ness mentioned earlier. Then Jay would lose because Naito beat him
But
last year, and then Naito would retain again, and then a couple years later, then Jay beats Naito.
look, goddamn it, I just want Naito. Can Naito not have one good thing?
No.
No, it's Naito. What the fuck?
Naito must suffer.
Bro, have you seen their booking of him? Of course he must suffer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh god, I don't.
They literally, this man won both belts at WK, and you know what they did? They spoiled his moment by having Kenta run out there and kick him in the face. That was what they did.
So this is, since we're talking about Naito must suffer. I wasn't really around on I wasn't really watching G1 that much, not G1, New Japan that much from during his road to Wrestle Kingdom last year.
Yeah.
But I've kind of gone back and like, man, they really didn't know what to do with him after the Wrestle Kingdom 12 loss.
Yeah, it took them a while to like. I think the idea though was for like Naito, like I think we say that it looks like they don't know what they're doing with him, but I think what you could also see that as is that in storyline, Naito isn't really sure where to go.
Wait a
He banked everything on winning another G1, getting to the main event of the Tokyo Dome, and then he loses.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the fucking like
What?
schedule right now again. They put Jay White
Yeah.
is facing Kota Ibushi and Okada on back-to-back nights. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's the weird thing. It's like
And
they're right next.
and Okada's on night 5, which is right after his Ibushi match. That's weird.
Yeah, it's not really. The schedule of A Block is chaotic, and I don't like it.
Night 5 honestly looks nice. Ooh,
Yeah.
those last 3 matches at Bushi, Ishii, Osprey, Takagi. Oh, Osprey. I was saying Osprey Takagi looks good, but then I remember, ew, it's Osprey.
I mean, Osprey's a piece. I mean, he's a piece of shit, but he can actually wrestle good matches.
Oh, but I don't want to watch an Osprey match.
I think I have to because of the fact that I have to cover the entire G1.
I don't.
Just
We'll see.
grit
I'll
sit
see.
through it. His first match being Yujiro is very funny.
Hope Yujiro beats him. Please.
It's very funny that's his first match.
Osprey's gonna win because it's his first match back. He'll get a reintroduction. But God, I hope Yujiro beats him.
It would be very funny. Team producer! 1, 2, 3.
0 points, Osprey.
0 points, Osprey.
And then he
0.
joins Bullet Club on night 17.
He becomes the new Bone Soldier, and then he's just even.
No, he's the Boner Soldier.
He's the Boner Soldier with El Phantasmo.
Dude, Osprey should use his middle names for his fucking character. He just named him Peter Charles.
Peter Charles. Jeez.
Fucking Peter. William Peter Charles Osprey. Don't know why that's funny to me.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, Nessie's still here.
Ness,
Ness.
come back. No,
fuck,
Ness. No.
Please.
He's dead.
He's not
FD,
dead.
you killed him.
God, I wish.
Yeah, my headphones died. I was trying to see if you guys could still hear me.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. There you
We
go.
can hear you now.
Yeah.
But
I was saying how Will Ospreay is gonna become the first man to have negative points in a G1.
that'd be very funny.
She was in the same block as Yano.
Just curious, why with the Naito, not Naito, why with the Osprey hate?
He did the rapist.
Rape apologist and the blacklisting someone from the industry
who got raped by his friend.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot about all that.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then and then blaming it on her and basically saying she was a bully, even though other people have said this was not true. And then his girlfriend's basically taking her gimmick on the indies after they blacklisted her.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. That's why I don't like Will Ospreay.
Yeah, the UK scene is kind of fucked right now. I mean, there's some good people, but yeah, it does not help that Rev Pro is booking people still, and yeah.
That's why I'm just gonna be watching Ring of Honor.
I'm gonna sit back and watch some DDT and Noah because
watching Ring of Honor because they at least aren't paying their
pedophile head booker.
No, Skrull isn't booking right now. It's Delirious.
I know he's not, but he used to be.
Oh God.
Fun and games till Velveteen Dream shows up on Ring of Honor.
No, he's doing his thing on NXT, which is
Velveteen Teens.
Yeah.
Is that gentleman Jack Gallagher?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna stop this line.
Yeah, I don't want to do this. Can we just Not
YOSHI-HASHI.
No.
Anyway, YOSHI-HASHI.
YOSHI-HASHI. Why is YOSHI-HASHI really gonna win the G1? And everything we've set up until this point is just complete and utter bullshit.
Because he's the greatest wrestler of all time. Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the butterfly lock? It's so the most devastating submission feature in
Okay,
wrestling.
so let's just go through everyone that isn't YOSHI-HASHI and B Block and why they're going to lose to YOSHI-HASHI.
Tanahashi, he's old. Juice, he's kinda gay and fucking Tony Storm. Goto, he's a loser. Yano, he's the kapow. And Bus
Yano already lost to fucking Hashi in the 6-man tournament.
And he's gonna lose again.
Naito, he's a jobber. He can't stand up to the magnitude and raw sexual energy that is
Sonata
YOSHI-HASHI.
lost to Yano
Sonata's a
Kapow.
dumbass. Sonata's a dumbass. He'll get pinned off of. He'll get put in the butterfly. He'll get
Sonata
pinned.
doesn't have a brain.
He doesn't have a brain.
Sonata
Zack
doesn't have a
Sabre
brain,
Jr.
and YOSHI-HASHI is the headhunter.
Zack Sabre Jr. here, he beat YOSHI-HASHI last year, so therefore logic dictates 50-50
No,
fucking.
here's why.
Same with Kenta.
Sabre may be a submission master, but YOSHI-HASHI has the butterfly lock.
Listen, Sabre may be a submission master. YOSHI-HASHI is a wrestling master. There's a difference.
Yeah. And then Kenta, same thing. He beat YOSHI-HASHI last year, so he's gonna
Lost
lose
his size. He can't match up a pole.
He doesn't have the Milano Collection AT support anymore. YOSHI-HASHI does, therefore he's gonna win.
YOSHI-HASHI has that weird
YOSHI-fucking-HASHI.
All right, and then everyone in the A block, you're too trash. It doesn't matter if you get the finals. The only hope they have is if Yujiro gets to the finals, which won't happen. Which will 100% happen, probably.
Nah, Taichi's gonna make it to the final and then hit him with a iron finger.
He's gonna hit him with the iron finger, and YOSHI-HASHI's gonna no sell it.
YOSHI-HASHI
He's gonna no sell
the iron finger that took out Kota Ibushi for like 12 minutes back at Dominion.
Yeah. The only thing that the Iron Finger is gonna do is make YOSHI-HASHI mad.
Oh boy, Taichi's done.
Hold on.
Maybe if
raw
Taichi
sexual
had,
energy.
if Taichi had Miho Abe, maybe he would have a chance.
He doesn't though, so he doesn't. He has zero
Worst
chance.
thing ever said on this podcast is the raw sexual energy of YOSHI-HASHI.
I mean, have you seen his wife?
Hey, he's winning. He is winning.
He's winning.
I'm sure this man is
He's
a
a
dick
six-man
wizard.
champion, and he has a very attractive wife.
That fucking pole he carries around. That's.
I'm sure.
That's just the length
That's
of
to
his
help
penis.
support his team.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is the headhunter, if you know what I mean.
The headhunter, if you know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, sexual caramel YOSHI-HASHI.
It's sexual Hashi.
Sexual, baby. Hey.
Hold up, I've been watching a good amount of ECW from when the Eliminators were in ECW, and I haven't been able to stop doing the that Joey Styles would do. Like that. Okay, Total Elimination has 7 syllables in it. Joey Styles managed to turn it into like a no-syllable word. It's like.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch anything in that period of time. Just playing fucking, just watching myself some pro wrestling Noah.
Just watching myself some porn.
That too.
I watched a single All Japan match.
I know you watched Jake Lee versus Kento Miyahara, which
feel cultured now.
You shouldn't. You watched the worst.
I watched a single
worst promotion out of the Japan promotions right now.
It was a good match.
Instead of hold up, fuck the G1. We should just watch the UFO death match every week.
No, we should. I'm also keeping up with the Pure tournament. That's all I'm doing.
I've been just watching. I mean, N1 started with Noah's G1, so I'm watching that right now.
So yeah, fucking what's on Pure tournament tomorrow? It's Matt Sydal versus Delirious, and what's the other one? Fuck. I want to say. Oh, it's David Finlay versus Rocky Romero.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good match. That'll be good. Yeah. I mean, do we have anything else you guys want to cover? Because
No.
no. Yelich.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's it for this edition of the Ice Podcast. Sorry, it's a shorter one, but we don't really have much else to talk about. So,
When are we doing what shows, like episodes we're gonna cover, like nights are we gonna cover?
when are you available? It's basically. So, yeah, we decide when we do this.
Yeah, the hour that I hold.
Yeah, if the three of us are doing them all together, then we need you to know when.
Probably because they do have like a couple day breaks now. Remember, it used to be like fucking. It was every night they have a new show. But now they have like.
Yeah.
And I'm off like in a couple days, so probably.
All right, and that means we can cover the Weekender, and I think there's a few going on. Like there's a show tonight, and then there's a show tomorrow night. So we can probably cover some stuff there.
They only have like what, 4 shows until and then before next Sunday. So over the course of this week, they only have 4 shows, right?
Yeah, should only be 4.
Because they have
I'm
19th,
off Monday.
20th, and then 23rd, 24th.
23rd, 24th, yeah. So 9. So yeah. If we could do it next week, if we can somehow manage to have a consistent podcast schedule for once, but we probably can't.
No.
Nope.
Get
all right.
ready. We'll be back after Wrestle Kingdom.
20. 20. We'll be back in 5 years. See you guys later.
See ya.
FD out. End the stream.